Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here, and it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
18, Mustang 19 Lions.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Cut 19. 70 Rangers.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
7 Pirates.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around.
Hey! Hey, check that. Check that. Riggs. Go.
On third down, Robinson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down. Daniel's going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Dragon 60.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
18 Rattler.
They go play action. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz from 13 yards out. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first time.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Out.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Whoa. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
G21G. Watson, Oscar. Hey.
From the gun, it's Tua. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 21 T8. Corner, long.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Hey! Turbo 1, high. Ready,
Tua on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had one drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Come on.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Buffalo 18. Come 19. Come 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Robinson up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers.
To the air goes Daniels. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Okay, break. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 2. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Hey.
Now Daniels. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard
Team Lions.
To throw is Daniels. And a dump off here to Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Top 70. Ready? Ready.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Turbo 3, kick. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
20, TX.
Tua going to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 51 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Crash. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
A final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
G. Watson, Oscar. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the move to his left. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll make sure he's touched down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, 21 TA. Out.
Here's Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Solo left Zion. Let's go. Step. Ready.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd and 6.
All right. Step.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They're going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Trap 50, trap 50. Dragon 60. Ready?
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Daniels going to throw for it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tua. It's Hill. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Pass incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
20, TX.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense set to take over again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
18 rattle. Come on, come on. Hit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. To the 43, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Reload. Reload. Check smash. Check smash.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready.
2nd and a couple.
Go, go. Hey, hey. Check. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Ready, ready.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler, 14 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
G, 21G. Watson, Oscar. Ready, shot.
Now Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Hey, 21's here. Corner, long.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 39 yards. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now Washington down by 7, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning.
Nothing, 19. Get ready. 19 Wyatt. Go street.
Here's Daniels. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Get set. Hey, turbo one.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Ready. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass complete to Robinson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Able to find Ertz, and he's going to have a first down as he stops the clock with 12 seconds left to play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Come on.
To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Capture 11.
Now Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Commander's Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and second in black and gold.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
What now?
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. To throw, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a 2nd and 2. Carr going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to Kamara for another catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Out route to Hill, complete. And stopped a few. Shy of the goal line at the 3. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Kamara. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Now Carr. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, the Saints turn to their new man, Matthew Hayball, to punt. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They go play action. Daniels checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Ready, set.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Roll. Get it.
Robinson up the middle.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Ready?
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Ready?
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Tap the 60. Tap the 6.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On play action, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. On play action, now Carr. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown, as his guys start here 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. Hut, hut.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. Down the left sideline. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 70 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Play action. Now it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Carr now to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are back within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Powers through him, and he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Let's go now. 18, Rattler. 18, Mustang 19. 19, Lion. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw is Daniels. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Now Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To the air goes Daniels. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here we go, start. Say, hurt. Hey, smash. 79 Broncos, Warriors 70, 18 Rattler, Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
Back to throw, Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
19 Lions. Come on.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Back to throw now on 1st down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Play action, now it's Daniels. Rolling to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Panther 11, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Daniels going to throw for it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Boy, you hold him short of the marker. You've got the turnover on downs and then roughing the passer.
That celebration was cut short, wasn't it? Went from raised hands to slumped shoulders as a result of that penalty.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready, ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
Back now at Commander's Field.
It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 93 yards.
And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two. Carr will look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
The ball under 32, it's 2nd and 2.
Dragon 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check smash, check smash. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Mustang 19. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
2nd and 10.
19 Lion. Here we go. Check. Check, 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 check. $19 tight. Not Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Ready up. Come on, come on.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And some room to work. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
They go play action. Daniels. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now a play fake. Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go street. 70 Rangers. 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready, ready.
Here's Daniels. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it,
and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Carr to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. That is intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let go.
They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Dragon 60. Drag 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos. Street. Street. Go.
He'll look to throw. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
On the ball.
2nd down, goal to go.
Warriors 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Mustang 19. 19 Lion.
Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down 28-24, 23 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Carr to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready?
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. So it's Washington getting the victory here. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.